everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. This is number 5 and the last of my Halloween week. Just 5 projects, really straightforward and easy. As I mentioned, it's not hugely celebrated where I live, so I've just done a few little things for me and my husband to enjoy on Halloween night. So the final one is this fun popcorn box. It's a really big one, and you can see there with my hands stretched out. I mean, I think measurement wise, let me just check, it's 5 by 5. So it's a really, obviously that's on the top, and then the bottom goes down to 3 by 3. Yeah. So it's a perfect size. I did look these up online, and every single tutorial I looked at, it was all with a template or with a die, a pre-cut die, and they were tiny, and I wanted a big box. I like my popcorn. So I have made one from scratch, and it's dead simple, and yeah, I think it's a good one for a Halloween tutorial. So I've just put some little wobbly eyes on the front there. I've decorated it really basic. Again, it's going to be used for all of, wow, the rate I eat popcorn, probably about half an hour, and then it will get thrown into the bin. I'll probably save the eyes because they're always handy, but this is it. So you are going to need some very simple bits and pieces. So keep that one in view there. I've already done my wobbly eyes, and all you have to do for these, if I bring it up nice and close, is die cut. So get your nest of circle dies, stitched or unstitched, it doesn't matter, and you just want to die cut one. That's the smallest, the yellow one is the smallest of my set, and then I've done the next one up from that. And then I just stuck my goggly eye, and you can obviously, if I do it close here, look, if you put them close together like that, you can have them as mine are facing the other way, you can have them looking down. You can have one like that. So there's so many ways you can play around with them, but they're really fun. So I've pre-done them because that's really straightforward. And that's all of my wobbly eyes there. Then you then need 2 pieces of card that measure 10 by 8 1/4. Okay, and then 1 piece which is 4.5 by 5. Now, if you want to decorate every side, you might have some DSP, because this would always also work well for obviously birthday parties, Christmas. But I also thought if you hole punch each side there and put some ribbon or a cardboard handle, it could work as a really fun little trick-or-treat basket, or a basket or kind of bag for anything really. You could put a plant in that as well if you're gifting a plant pot or something, a potted plant, sorry. So there are lots of ways to evolve this box as well. So but yeah, if you cut your card 4.5 by 5 and do 4 pieces, then I'll show you how to cut it into that shape, but I've just done the one for this one. Okay, right, so grab one of your pieces of 10 by 8 1/4, and first of all you want to score along the 8 1/4 inch side. You want to score at 3 inches. Okay, then rotate it onto the 10-inch side, and you want to score at 1 inch just down to that 3-inch score line that you just done. Then at 4 inches, again, just down to that 3-inch score line. Then at 5 inches all the way down. Then at 6, just to that first score line, and at 9, just to the first score line. Okay, so repeat that again on that second piece. So you will have 2 pieces like so, and I'm now going to talk you through the extra scoring that you need to do to create that popcorn shaped box. So get rid of your scoreboard. Just keep your stylus, I'll just shut that down there. Okay, so when I made this originally, the first one, I scored from this line here. So in each, if I show you this one, so you've got this big square and you've got your 2 score lines there. I scored from, say here, the left one, right to the corner of the top left of the card. And what happened is you glue all of this piece here, but as you get to the top, there's practically no card. So on the very tips here, there's hardly any card gluing it to one another, so I've just had to put lots of glue there. And I just thought, showing this in a tutorial, if some people are slightly off with the scoring and stuff, it would end up probably not resulting in a great project. So I have corrected it slightly, and this one should be much better. So all you want to do, where you've got these 2 bigger squares here at the top, is just grab your ruler and with a pencil, just come in and mark 1/8 of an inch. So just 1/8 of an inch coming in from that side. Then you've got that middle 5-inch score line. You just want to mark 1/8 of an inch coming in there, then 1/8 of an inch coming in from the other side, and then 1/8 of an inch there. And if I just bring it up, you can see what I've just done there. Okay, so you can just see 1/8 of an inch, and then 1/8 of an inch either side of that 5-inch line, the score line, and then another 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so just do that, and then along the bottom here, you've got that score line going across here, and then you've got these smaller score lines. Pick the first one here where they cross over, and you're just going to hold your ruler from that point up till that 1/8 of an inch mark, that pencil mark. Okay, so I'll just show you this one here. Okay, and basically now what that allows is where it gets to the very top there's enough card for me to be able to glue it to the other side, but you still get a really nice wide popcorn box. So again, then go down to that other one, so the top of that other score line that just goes to that one that's running this way here, and again hold your stylus there, and again put your ruler so it meets that other 1/8 of an inch score line, little pencil mark, sorry, like so. So if I just hold that up again, you can see now that's what you want to do. So I've just done these score lines here, just up to those pencil marks, and that one there, up to that one. So I'm just going to finish that off on these two here. Okay, so that's what you want to have. So just repeat that, so now that you've got two pieces exactly the same. So I've done all of that one. And then we can burnish all of our score lines. So I'm just going to carefully, and then we just need to do a little bit of cutting. So with this piece here facing you along the bottom, you want to cut up that first one. This is all going to be the bottom of your popcorn box. So just cut up to that score line there, and then just neatly cut along there, and then again cut down. Again, this is very similar to a lot of the boxes I do, it's just on a slightly bigger scale. It's just a different way of doing it. It's funny, until you think up these and start doing them and deconstructing them, you just realise that how a lot of boxes are so similar in terms of their construction. Right, we'll just whiz through that one, but that's what you want to do. Okay, so you want these 2 3x3 squares just hanging there, and cut everything else out. Okay, so just repeat that again on that second piece. So there, now you should have two pieces like so. Okay, right, next you need to burnish all of those score lines that you've done yourself. So just carefully fold them all down like so. So that one's down, and you want to fold that one, like so, and then this one, all of them folding down. If they don't fold easily, then go back and redo the score lines. So with the middle here, so the big score line going through the middle is going to go down like so, and then when we glue it, that's all going to glue together like so. Okay, and you can see what I mean now. The glue, you can get right up to the top, and you can actually stick the corner there, so you get a really nice finish still. It just makes it much easier. Okay, so that's what you should have. So you can see how it all comes together quite easily. So now you just need some good strong wet glue. You could use double-sided tape. You just have to be a bit fiddly and make sure you get it right up to the top here on all of these. Just see. Yeah, just make sure you get it right. Okay, so what you want to do is get your glue, and just don't have to go too mad. Just make sure you focus on the, obviously right on the edge there, and just cover like so. And then you want to stick this end to this one. So just make sure you line up and concentrate all on how it's going to look from the outside. Don't worry about the inside, just the outside. Okay, so you can fold it over, and you can see here I'm just pushing it down because that's nice and flush, so you know your score line's underneath. And then when you fold it back over, you can see there how it's all joined. You can just fold it back that way and just get your bone tool and just spread out any of that glue and just make sure you get a really nice little side to it there. Okay, don't worry about this little bit at the top that's kind of just slightly sticking out, ever so slightly there. We can trim that off in a minute. Okay, so next, turn it over. So you've joined that edge. You then want to go around and just do the same. So just put a bit more glue on one side of this one, all the way up to the top there. And again, what you can do is just fold the whole thing over. Okay, and just grab your bone tool. Just leave that one on that side. I'll do this one here. Again, like so, and I'll fold that one over. So like I said, that's why you don't want to go too crazy with the glue, because you don't want it splodging out all under and it sticks more than it should of the box. Okay, you see all the edges there. I think I can just stick that one down a little bit more. Okay, so you can see now, and then those ones that we just bent that way, just bend back the other way. So they're all stuck properly. Okay, so you can see those three now. So now it would be a good time to trim this right back. I didn't for this one, so you can see them kind of inside there, because it's only popcorn. There you go, you can see them better. But if you did want to trim them off, then now is the time. So you just fold it in half, and I'll show you here. So that end bit there, you just want to kind of notch out, and then just kind of cut down. Maybe, so you got 1/8 of an inch exposed. I'm not going to do this on all of mine. I'm just showing you this is another thing that you could do if you don't want that bulk inside the card. So there you go, it just removes that. So if you want to go ahead and do that, then you can do, but like I said, I'm not going to bother for what I'm using it for and stuff. I don't need to. So now the last bit's a little bit obviously different to put together because it will form the 3D shape now. So you need to hold this in place. So again, just pop your glue all over that one, all the way to the top. And again, starting from the top, because that's obviously the most important bit, is getting that lined up. The rest will fall into place. And put your hand underneath and you can just pinch the bottom of that one there. Stick all the glue down and then fold it right up in half. Oh, mine's come unstuck a little bit, but that's okay because it will all, there we go, falls back into place, and then lie it down again. And just make sure that's all stuck nicely. Like so. So now you can see what you're getting there. It's like one of the chimneys, isn't it? It's the top. You turn it that way. So with it like that, so you can now stick your base down. So just stick one of them down and pop some glue onto the back. And don't have to go too mad, just focus on the edge. So it all does stick down. Just quickly do one at a time, then you can turn it upside down in a minute and use your ruler. Like so. Turn it upside down. And then just spread the bottom out, so all that glue is all stuck nicely. Okay. So there's your box. If you haven't cut all those bits like I showed you there, you just want to just nip. Should have maybe done it before actually. Just nip the edges there. Grab some snips if you need to. There you go. And just kind of take away that little bit that sticks up. Do that one there. There we go. But again, you don't need to worry too much. But there's your box. So again, it's a really straightforward one. Right, so now just to finish the decoration of card, the 4.5 by 5. Depending on how many you've got, obviously you'll need to cut yours that amount of times, but I'm just using the one. So on the flip side here, I've already marked in pencil. And what you want to do is just come in, it's just between 3/4 and 7/8 of an inch in with a pencil mark. Okay, so if you've got the ruler, you just want to mark, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 16ths. But it's just between 3/4 inch marker and the 7/8. So just do that on both sides, just with a pencil mark. And then what you want to do is just join from that little marker you've done in your pencil, with your pencil even, to the end there. And you're just going to cut along that line, and that will give you that shape. And it should give you a nice little border around each side as well. So you just need to do that. If you're doing one for every side, then you'll need to do 4 or whatever it is you're deciding to do. Like so. Here's my pencil. And then you just need to pop on your eyes or decoration, whatever it is that you've done. Okay, I'm going to do my eyes that way. So I've got one with them facing up that way and one with them in that way. It looks quite funny. And then you just need to stick that down. So I'm just going to use some of my double-sided tape on this one again. I'm not going to put too much on because it's not going to be around for too long. I've got a very good attitude towards, I was reading a lot lately about people when they give cards to people, and some people don't appreciate it so much, and you know, we go into all the effort to do it, but I just love doing it. If someone else doesn't really appreciate it, I don't care. I enjoy it. So, and I think you kind of need that attitude because, yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate I've never had anybody be that way, and it is sad to read when people do say that, but yeah, you just got to do it because you enjoy it, and yeah, that's all that should matter. Okay, so I'm just laying that one down. Like I said before, you've got a nice little, it's about 1/8 of an inch border. And there you go. There's my popcorn boxes all ready. Now I just need to choose my movie. So I've got something in mind, but there you go. So I'm going to go and get my popcorn. This one's a little bit smaller because I've brought it in. So I know I measured that one and said it was 5 by 5. That's if you don't do that. This one is now just under 4 7/8. So it's fine. But there you go. His and hers. My husband can have the bigger one. So I hope you enjoyed that one. It's the last of my tutorials for my Halloween week. Hope you've liked the inspiration I've been able to give you. And enjoy Halloween. And I will be back again next week with another tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.